What's going on, everyone? Rachel here with FrontlineTV Network to tell you the latest gossip and what happened this past week. In case you haven't been keeping up with the headlines, former 2008 contestants of the Miss Universe pageant, Miss Trinidad and Tobago and Miss Japan, recently, filmed a sex tape. It kind of leaked online and whatnot. It was a threesome with some other man who really wasn't doing that great of a job or anything, but the girls looked sexy doing it. The only problem I have is if you're representing your country, especially in like such a big thing like a pageant, why are you getting naked and, I don't know, just being whores and stuff? I mean, I know what happens under the covers should stay under the covers, but the thing is if your tape gets leaked, it's not the way to go. Maybe you should keep that one for the home videos and whatnot. Moving on, in case you didn't hear also, I talked about a couple weeks ago how Amy Winehouse got some new breast implants. Well, in case you didn't hear, this past week she was hospitalized because of a cold flu reaction. Bullshit. Her dad totally went out and said that, Amy's lying about this whole cold flu reaction shot, whatever, whatnot. The reason why she was hospitalized is because one of her breast implants actually started to leak, and in case you don't know, that can cause cancer and a whole bunch of other problems, so she had to go get that fixed. I don't know if she used her drug money to, go buy those implants, but apparently the doctor did a shoddy job and whatnot, and she had to get them fixed up anyway, so hopefully everything's okay with her, and she's staying out of the hospital for drug purposes, I guess, and whatnot, and good for you. In case you didn't hear also, I talked about how Tila Tequila and Shawn Merriman, that whole drama's going on because, they were dating, and then Tila gets naked and starts putting out her body in front of all of Shawn's boys and stuff, and, they don't want to fuck with her because she's a nasty hoe, but, they decide to stay together after all this whole manhandling and whatnot. Well, now that they have broken up, Tila has decided to press charges against Shawn and says, look what he did to me, I have bruises all over my body, so I'm not going to take you to court and take half of your money. She's actually suing him now for $1.5 million because of these domestic abuses and whatnot, so Tila has no money or talent anyway. She's just trying to get rich off of, obviously, getting money for no random reason and making up bullshit lies. She actually even went on camera completely naked and was telling all of her fans about the whole story. First off, if you really have a point to make, I wouldn't be getting naked and telling the story because what credit does that give you or anything? You're just making a fool out of yourself. You look hot while doing it, but people aren't going to take you seriously. Sorry, sweetheart. Hopefully you don't get that money because I don't think you personally deserve it. A couple of years back in 2002, in case you didn't hear, Jason Williams, who was a pro NBA player for the New York Nets, well, he was charged with covering up a murder because when he was in New Jersey one time, he was driving around with some limo driver and suddenly this limo driver died and he decided to put a gun into this limo driver's hand to look like he died from a shooting from himself or some gang members or whatnot. Well, news just came out after him being in prison for a couple years for covering up this murder. They now found out that he was the one that actually committed the murder. The funny thing is they only said he's going to spend about 3 years in prison, which I really don't think is long enough for killing someone. But, I guess he already did pay some time with trying to cover it up, and now that they found him guilty, he has to go back in the house for some more jail time. So, guess that sucks. We'll never see you on the court again unless we go to the prison and visit you there and whatnot. Also, in case you didn't hear, Rihanna has a new boyfriend. Apparently, her and Tristan Wilde, who, in case you don't know, he was on the HBO show The Wire. He played a drug dealer on the show, and he also was in The Secret Life of Bees. Well, the two have been apparently chatting. They actually met at a Jay-Z music video shoot for the Rock Boys music video, and ever since then they've been chatting it up, and I guess it's love. So I guess we're happy that Rihanna's finally moving on from this whole Chris Brown incident. Hopefully we can get all over this because I'm sick of hearing about it. Maybe something new will come up with Tristan and whatnot, so best of luck with that. As I talked about last week, I told you that Oprah's show may be getting canceled. Well, this past week on Friday, she actually announced that, yes, her show is going to be canceled from CBS for sure in the year 2011 after she's signing another 2-year contract, and after that, she's out with them. Apparently her ratings haven't been doing so well. They've been down about a good 40-50%. So looks like she's taking a leave from CBS and, like I said, gonna go to her new network, Harpo Network, that's gonna be starting up pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. Even though Oprah's ratings have been down, another diva has been stepping up in the ratings, none other than Wendy Williams. The crazy woman herself. I don't know, I'm a big fan of her because I watch The Soup on E! And I mean, half the shit that she says is hilarious. I don't know where she gets it from. But her ratings have been up and she just signed a new contract with Fox, so we'll be seeing more of her on TV as well. Also, in case you didn't hear, DJ AM, he did pass away back in September, and there is something called the DJ AM Fund. Well, they are now doing this new drive to raise money to donate to people who are, have drug problems and whatnot. And the latest news that they're trying to bring up is they're selling off all of his shoes that he actually, once wore when he was alive and whatnot. Kind of creepy. But if you're interested, you can go onto eBay and pick up some of those shoes. I mean, he was a huge shoe collector. I actually looked at a few of them. They're pretty sweet. Of course, I wouldn't wear them or anything, but they go to a great cause. His friends and family are trying to support him and support everybody who has drug problems and whatnot. Nobody wants to see anybody fall under problems like DJ AM had. So like I said, go on eBay, check out the shoes, maybe pick yourself up a new pair of hot kicks. Just warning you though, some of those kicks are going for well over $1,000, so if you have the money to dish out, I guess it goes for a good cause. Well, that's all I have for you this week with the celebrity gossip, so come check me out here on FrontlineTVNetwork.com next week for all of your latest celebrity gossip.